Hello friends, today we are going to study why the traditional TCP will not do well in case of ad hoc wireless networks. We are going to study the different reasons why the conventional TCP is not useful in case of ad hoc wireless networks. So uh, let me highlight the points. So first reason for TCP is not performing well in case of ad hoc wireless network, it is the different strategies for interpretation of packet loss. The traditional TCP, what it assumes, whenever there is a packet loss, it assumes this packet loss it is because of congestion. As we are aware, the wired networks are much more reliable and transmissions errors are very less in case of wired networks. But when we'll consider about the ad hoc wireless networks, the packet losses are more. In other terms, bit error rates in case of ad hoc wireless networks, it is much more. And because of that, these packet losses most of the times are not due to the congestion, rather than that it is because of transmission errors. But the conventional TCP will assume all these particular packet losses are due to the congestion, and it will initiate the congestion control policy that is not at all expected. The other problems in case of ad hoc wireless networks, it is because of hidden terminals. There may be a number of packet collisions that may happen. There may be a location dependent contention that is quite possible. And another reason, that is because of unidirectional links, there may be also packet losses. But all these packet losses are treated by the conventional TCP, it is because of congestion, but that is not true in case of ad hoc wireless networks. Another reason that why the TCP will not perform well in ad hoc wireless network, that is frequent path breaks. Already we are aware that in case of ad hoc wireless networks, path breaks are common. We are considering the mobile nodes are dynamic in nature, and because of that the network topologies are going to be changed over the period of time, and because of that there will be a frequent path breaks might happen. So whenever there is a path break, what will happen, the underneath network layer routing strategy will initiate its route reconfiguration process, and in that time that it will identify the path, but it may take some time, and because of that whatever the TCP connection that has been established at the transport layer, that there may be a retransmission timeout may happen. And this is one another reason that the TCP again is not performing good in ad hoc wireless network situation. One another important point, uh, that is path length. So that one of the property of TCP, that TCP throughput is going to decrease or it is going to degrade rapidly whenever there is a increase in path length. And in case of ad hoc wireless networks, that if the number of hops between the source and destination, if it is going to be increased, then the TCP throughput is going to be decreased. As you can see in this particular graph, the TCP throughput is highest when the path length is equal to 2, but it is gradually decreased when the path length has been increased. So that is one another property. The uh, because of that, conventional TCP won't work well in case of ad hoc networks. One another interesting phenomena of TCP, if we'll see in this particular graph that probability of path break is increased whenever the path length is also increased. So here probability of path break is equal to 1 minus into the bracket 1 minus link break probability raised to k, where the k is nothing but the path length. So in short, what we can say, the path break probability is increased whenever the path length is increased. This particular graph has been plotted with the link probability is equal to zero point 0.1. And in case of ad hoc wireless networks, uh, the probability of path break again will be gets increased whenever uh, the length of the path is increased. Some another reasons is multipath routing. In case of ad hoc wireless networks, that routing strategies will use the multipath routing between the source and destination. And this is essential to increase the probability of packet delivery. So, whenever that multipath routing strategy has been implemented at the network layer, what will happen? The acknowledgements that will be generated, that duplicate acknowledgements will be generated for the out of order packets. And whenever the duplicate acknowledgements will be generated for out of order packets, the TCP sender will be in chaos. So that is one another reason that TCP performance is degraded. One another reason that why conventional TCP cannot be used in ad hoc wireless network, that is network partitioning and remerging. As ad hoc wireless networks, the topologies will be changed over a period of time, and nodes are mobile. Network partitioning and remerging is common. And when the network partitioning and remerging is common, we can study this particular the graph. Here you can see that there are two sessions, session A and session B. Initially, both the sender of session A and receiver of session A and sender of session B and receiver of session B all are part of one network. But at the time T2, this network has been partitioned, and because of the partitioning, you will find the TCP session of TCP sender, or what we can say, sorry, TCP sender for session A and TCP receiver for session A has been partitioned. They are into the different networks. At the same time, whatever the route for the session B, that is through one another partition. But at the time T3, again this has been remerged together. So this is very very common in case of ad hoc wireless networks, and but the conventional TCP will run out of time, and because of the timeout, that it will tries to increase the congestion window, it will increase the retransmission timeout, and it will decrease the threshold. But this is not expected in case of ad hoc wireless networks. One another reason that TCP uses sliding window based transmission. that sliding window protocols has been used for the transmissions. And in this particular case, what happens whenever that acknowledgement has been received for the packet sent, then it will send the subsequent packet transmissions. But this particular approach is not suitable in case of ad hoc wireless networks. So one another reason that ad hoc wireless networks, in case of ad hoc wireless networks, TCP is not suitable, that is asymmetric link behavior. So what is this asymmetric link behavior? In traditional networks, traditional wired networks, we are going to witness the symmetric links. And here, if we will send from A to B some packets, we'll expect the same path from for the acknowledgements from B to A. But this particular situation is not present in case of ad hoc wireless networks. The A to B path and the link characteristics of A to B may differ from B to A. And because of this, the conventional TCP again not suited in case of ad hoc wireless networks. So these are the several reasons because of that the conventional TCP is not going to perform well in ad hoc wireless networks, and we need the separate extensions of TCP for ad hoc wireless networks. Thank you.